What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. We're super excited. Today we are going to the Dry Tortugas. If you watched last video, you guys saw us go to Pulleys Ridge and Dry Tortugas. This time around we're going to do a similar trip, probably the same length, but we're not going to go as far. We're just going to stop at the Dry Tortugas, which is still a great pleasure for us. Great fishing to be had there, and yeah, we did great last video, so hopefully we can replicate the success. Alright, on the way, making some pork chops for dinner. Got the chef, Uncle Alberto here. Two cousins, Gio, you know him, his brother Oscar, he was on the last video. So what's the plan for this trip? What are we looking for? What is the objective? What are we doing this for?
Well, obviously our uncle, who's been part of this adventure for us going back 20 years, bringing him out here once a year is a must for us. It's a family affair, and our goal is to catch some really nice mangrove snappers, some groupers. The mutton is the prized possession. We do a Calcutta for mutton snappers above 26 inches and black groupers above 24 inches. Again, another tradition going back probably 12 to 15 years, where a person gets a $20 bill, they meet those requirements. And yeah, we're out here to have fun, enjoy the family, enjoy what we love, enjoy the passion.
So, 70 miles away, our destination is a predetermined spot that we have around the fort area, on the southwest side, outside of the restricted area. It's something we know, so when we get there in the morning, we don't have to go hunting for a new spot. But yeah, right now we are leaving Key West. We just left the Perry Marina. Probably have roughly 7 hours left, so get there at prime fishing time. Hey guys, we have gear failure. Tell them what's happening here.
So the tip on the colony right here, I'll show you guys right now. As you can see, something happened and it chipped. So every time we run the line through it, it'll just break off. And what's going on with this ghost right here is that sometimes while reeling it in, the actual part of the reel, it won't go up and down. Like it'll stay stuck. So maybe it just needs to get serviced. Maybe it just needs some oil, or maybe one of the bearings inside could be messing up too. So we're just gonna switch them out, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
Alright, you guys, quick update, doing some rigs for the spot. It's 9:40, still got a couple hours left, probably like 3 or 4 hours. But yeah, watching some soccer, USA play there. I'll show you the rest of the rigs in the setup, but here I'm just doing a little grouper setup for some reds and maybe some blacks. I didn't have bites, honestly. 80-pound braid to about 6 feet. Nice little 10-ounce sinker. You felt it? Yeah, our thing is going straight to the bottom. We're on. Little fish. What do we got here?
There he goes. There he goes. There he goes.
That's him.
Them rats. No, man.
How's it going, guys? Last night was pretty rough, I'm not gonna lie, as you can tell. But we're making some breakfast. We're all pretty hungry. What you got for us today?
Eggs and bacon.
Yes, sir.
Breakfast of champions.
Let's see how it goes.
Alright, guys. We're at the next spot next morning. I did not do any filming of us leaving the spot yesterday. They got real ugly. Probably like 4 footers. So we picked up anchor and just went inside the fort to sleep for the night. Back out here. Oof, that's a black.
You're on? Yeah. Nice.
Oscar's getting the sausage right now.
There you go. Put the heat on him.
Damn, Oscar was getting the sausage for a second. I ain't gonna lie to you. Oh my god, that is the sausage.
Come on.
He wants to do it. He wants to do it. He wants to do it.
No, something had it.
Whoa. Damn.
No, something had it in his mouth.
That's a nice one though.
Really? Nice fish though.
Hell yeah.
What had everything?
Alright, you guys. The bite died. I haven't caught anything in a while, so.
Take
You know what that means?
Hands.
Tanks, baby, tanks. I'm gonna try to get something nice down there, so take you with me and see if we get anything nice.
That's why I ate this.
What is up, everybody, and welcome back underwater. I know it's been a while. I've been stuck with some things and editing and all that, but we are back. Also, I want to apologize. This trip, the bite was real slow, so I don't have as much above water footage, and I don't have any free diving footage this trip. But I promise in the near future we'll get that for you guys. But yeah, let's get going. So before we jumped in the spot, we were bottom fishing it for a while. I'd say around 2 to 3 hours. And since we had chummed it up and we saw a lot of life, we figured we'd just hop in. So right now we're doing our descent. It was about 110 feet or so, we thought. And something pretty insane and epic happens right around here. I turn around and I see a wall of monster Cuberas everywhere. I mean, each Cubera was probably 25 to 30 plus pounds. And it was just so cool to see. And it's just, you get puppy fever. You also have to remember, since we're descending, we can't actively chase these fish until we've made it to the bottom. So as we're going down, it's hard not to interact and go after one of these big Cuberas without just staying the course of your descent. And that's kind of what happens here. So you see we're kind of doing circles, just still getting the lay of the land and scoping things out. And yeah, there's just monster Cuberas everywhere, and it's hard to really focus on one because right when you see one in the distance, there's another one in your peripheral that you try to get a better look at. And right here, my dad takes a long shot on one and missed. And there he tells me that they're everywhere, they're big. So you'll see right here, I come across a couple big ones. So right here you see me focus on a big old Cubera. This one was pushing 30-40 pounds all day. And this is kind of the story of this dive. These Cuberas were everywhere, but nowhere once you would actually pursue them. And you see me here, I would chase one, turn my head, and then another big one would show up. And it was just hard to keep focus on one. You see me flashing my flashlight there, trying to just do anything to get them in. And looking back at it, I think I just should have settled down and sat in place, and maybe they would have become curious and checked me out. And right there you see a big old black grouper spook out of a hole he was hiding in. And you'll see him again right there. this kind of like ledge I was approaching with caution because it went way deep. This was about 30 feet from the top to the bottom, like difference in depth. And you'll see here I try to go down and get a look at him to try to see where he's at. And there was just so many holes in this monstrous ledge, and I just couldn't locate him to save my life. And I keep looking, and eventually I started feeling the temperature change in the water. And sure enough, I looked down at my watch, and it told me it was 123 feet deep, which I don't normally like being that deep with tanks. That's pushing it, and you know, whenever I see that, I just like to ascend as quickly as possible to at least back to like 110, 105. And yeah, you'll see here, keep looking around for a bit, but ended up just going back up, cut my losses with that black. After swimming through the shallow part of the reef for a bit and not seeing any shooter fish, I came back to the ledge, and sure enough, there were a couple big Cuberas just cruising by. And yeah, this was kind of just the way it went this whole dive. Would try to go pursue them and maybe just go a little deeper than I should have to try to get a shot at them, and they just disappear in that fuzzy haze, and it just got real cold down there. It probably went from 85, 84 degrees, and then it would drop to like 78. So yeah, just definitely not a place you want to be. So I'll just go back up quickly. Right before we were about to go back up, I did one more look at that ledge, and sure enough, there were a ton of Cubera on it, and they were just cruising by. But whenever I would try to pursue them and get close to them, they would just scatter away. And yeah, that was just the memo of the whole dive. See big Cuberas in the distance, try to pursue them, or try just to lure them in with any tricks we can. And yeah, they just never gave us the time of day, so that's just how it goes sometimes. Alright, you guys, that was pretty crazy. Just did a tank dive, wrapping it up right now. We saw hundreds of Cubera snapper, 30 plus pounds. It was pretty cool to see. We're gonna try to re-anchor the boat or just pull some rope back and try to see if we get on them. We're gonna start prepping for some Cuberas, so hopefully we could get tight on one. See you out there. Alright guys, doing something I don't recommend. We got a solo dive. I thought we fish, but we only have one dive tank left. She was gonna buddy spot me from the surface, so wish me luck. I'm gonna try to get some fish. Alright everybody, welcome back underwater. To sum it up, we moved from the last spot because when we moved the boat back, we couldn't get any Cuberas to bite. That was kind of as expected. Those fish are super picky, unless you have live lobster, and unfortunately it's not lobster season. So yeah, we moved spots, and this dive I am doing it solo. We only had 3 dive tanks on the boat, and I just ended up going myself. Not something I recommend, very dangerous, but if you know what you're doing, you can get away with it. And fortunately, I have a little bit of a clue what I'm doing. So yeah, here you see Gio in the surface. He was kind of spotting me. He was my buddy on the surface, and he pointed out a nice black grouper. And I see this fish, it's acting chill, so I go and I line it up. And since I'm solo, I try to just go for the perfect shot, and you see here I just absolutely choke. Yeah, I just choked, but I look to my right and there is a huge bull shark coming in hot, and he came in from that haze that you kind of saw in the last spot. This spot was more of like flat terrain with some nice coral heads and about, I think it was 96 feet to the bottom. But yeah, this shark was acting a little too aggressive for my liking, and in a sense I was a little glad that I missed that black, because if I didn't stone him he might have gone crazy and would have brought the shark. But yeah, here you see a nice mangrove came in and I couldn't pass up on that. And yeah, in the back of my mind is that shark and just to get the fish to me as quickly as possible. And this was a real nice mangrove. He ended up measuring about 22 inches. So yeah, great to break the ice diving, so we'll take it. And right here, I'm putting the fish on something called a stringer. So when we go diving, we carry this with us, and it's almost like a metal-shaped U. And on one end, it has a point, like almost like a spear gun. And that's how we hold all our fish while diving. And right here, when I look up, you could just get a sense of how clear the water is here. It was just super nice. And as I look up, I see a really nice mutton snapper come into view. And I start pursuing him, and he's giving me the tail wag away. At this point, I thought that he wasn't going to give me a better shot than this, so I just let it rip. Definitely not my preferred shot. It was kind of an ugly shot, but whatever gets you the fish. So yeah, I ended up with a nice mutton snapper, and I'm real happy about this one. Alright, as I'm wrapping up the dive, I start swimming towards the bottom of the boat, and in the distance I see a nice mutton snapper. You can see him right there. So I see he's a little curious in me, and I start grunting at him. He starts getting a little closer, inching his way towards me, and I'm trying to show as little interest as possible so he doesn't think I'm pursuing him too hard. And sure enough, he turns around, gives me the broadside, and yeah, I shot him right. I shot him a little low, kind of in the gut area, which with a mutton snapper that very easily could have torn out, but I got lucky that it didn't. And you can see here it was kind of barely hanging on. But yeah, I tried to get my hands on him as soon as possible and keep my head on a swivel for that shark that was around. Did a solo dive. That's what we got. Not too bad. Big bull shark down there. A nice one. 25 inches and a 20-inch mangrove. So yeah, not too bad on a solo dive. Gio was spotting me. Thank you, Gio. Just look at this day. Beautiful day. Yo! Give me a backflip, Gio. You guys want to see the reverse dolphin? Bro, he's killing it, dude. Save some for us, I bet. Yeah, right?
No, I don't want to. He has something. He has some.
Well, that's a big one. Slobber? Jesus Christ, bro. That's like a 23-inch yellowtail. That's my favorite fish to catch on a rod and reel. Oh my god, it's a big bite. Oh, I'm banking. Oh, I'm banking. I think it's a grouper. I need the net. I need the net. I need the net. It's here.
Here?
It's a mutton, right? What is it?
Yeah. Come on.
It's a Cubera. Yes, sir, baby.
No te pongas bravo, esto fue culpa tuya.
There's like a 20-inch. There's like a 20-inch mangrove.
Wow, that is a dog.
Yo, I'm convinced they only bite when I have it in the rod holder. Oh, you lost it? Oh. Dude, what a dog. Bro, look at that thing.
That is a dog, bro.
Dude, we're catching them by the dozen. Oh, whoa, I'm bent over here. Oh, there's a grouper. There's a little red.
No. Come on, make another coup. Another coup. Yo, I feel like I'm back at work here, minding the speakers.
Oh, it's bent. Yeah, it's a red.
Is it red?
Almost think so. Oh, it's not.
No, sir, it's another coup.
Yo, I'm on the mangrove bite if anyone wants to.
Keep going, guys. Let's see if I can get a better video for you guys. Got some nice grouper in there. Nice reds. And over here, got some more reds. Got some flat yellowtails, man. Nice 26-inch one. Some more flags. You know, these big mangroves, man. Super impressive. Super nice. Another grouper right here. But yeah, as you can see, successful trip. Super nice, bro. Look at that. Yeah, man. Great times. All family. You know, couldn't spend it better. Thankful for all this. And yeah, see you guys next time.